and welcome to another art stream. I'm going to be doing work on, let me make sure everything, 1 second, sorry. On Heman tonight. So I just want to make sure all the windows are Heman related. Yep. Okay, we got our character design while I wait for people to come in. So yeah, let's do some more. Okay, pick up. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, I hope everyone had a nice week. Mine was pretty quiet, and I'm happy to say I have a 3-day weekend. Yippee! So I get to just work on my several projects I'm working on, and then the animation, my VTuber model, and this channel. Maybe I'll get some time for the channel. We'll see. I would like to make some thumbnails because it feels like those would give me a little more traffic. So I'll do that. And I want to make some redeemable things for the Twitch, because that seems to attract people. So let's just open this up. Me. Let's do this one. Okay. And I'm invisible, apparently. That's just great. The potion wore off. I'm visible again. Yippee! Part of me is going to miss this guy, but I think he's been around for a while, so it'll be nice to have a new one. And I am going to work on a new VTuber, PNG tuber as well. Eventually, but I want to, after I finish this VTuber, I'm going to take a break from rigging for a little bit, because it's been hard. I just ran into another wall where I just kind of thought I knew what I was doing, and then I go to turn the head, and suddenly everything just goes wobbly, and I realize that they're set to the wrong things, so they're warping the wrong way. It's a pain. Ooh, that's cool. I haven't drawn that in a while. I'm going to do some costume design, actually, because I'll be doing that later, so it's a good idea. Let's do it. Whoops, wrong brush. Been a good week otherwise, though. It's just frustrating, you know. It's like I really want to get this done. I keep thinking I'm close to being done, and now that I have 3 days, I think what I'm going to do is try to use it to go through every part of the drawing and find out why it's not transferring when I try and save it and put it in VTube Studio. Because there's something that's stopping it from going over, and I want to know what it is. And once I do, I can move on and I can upgrade my model. But until then, I'm kind of stuck here in this cycle of getting frustrated, taking a break, going back to it. It's so annoying. And the problem is it's so specific, and I'm sure it's something that I did where I tried to cut a corner and got myself in trouble. So, it's my fault. Whatever it is, I'm sure it's my fault. So, oh well. That's why I'm going to use this weekend to try and fix it, because then I can move forward, try and get some other things for the channel made, set up the Discord maybe, so I can start arranging chats with people and Maybe some collabs. Ah! Sorry. I thought since I restarted the computer that maybe that wouldn't do that, but apparently it doesn't care sometimes. Actually, this is a good reference because this is kind of what my character has. It's kind of like this kind of coat. So it's a good I never thought I would run into something so close to what my character has. I know I did base it on historical clothing, but I couldn't remember when. Yeah, this is doesn't say. Or this could just be a cosplay and it just happens to fit similar to my character for some reason. Sorry. I'll just do some of these and then I'll get right to work because I really want to get that done tonight. So I can just work on stuff for the channel. I mean, stuff for the like webcomic again. So. Neat. I don't know why. Sometimes it's good to just that's kind of cool. Sometimes it's fun to just play around with different like outfits and designs to see if there's something like there's a couple in here that look kind of cool and I kind of want to play around and draw some of these just for ideals for possible like obstacles for them to run into, like maybe some of the this one's pretty, I like this one. It's got like a very regal look to it. Kind of like a high-ranking officer kind of look to it. Yeah. kind of scratchy again today. Yeah, something like this where he's got like kind of. I can play around with it, but just he's like maybe he's like drawing his sword. That doesn't make sense. Never mind. Whoop, no! Well, whatever. No, I'm going to keep it because it's, like I said, a cool costume. So it'd be a good idea for a possible thing to do. Especially because things like small accessories are a weakness of mine that I'm trying to get better with. But like having references like this, I'm going to save to my webcomic ref. Just so that I make sure I have that for possibly using in the future. Well, this is cool. Actually, this wouldn't be fun to try as well. This is a dress, so I'd like to give it a shot. It's a very ornate dress, so it's going to be poofy. Do 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 do. One thing I'm thinking of doing next month is just a fun like thing for myself is maybe I'll start with my character. Actually, yeah, that'd be fun. Maybe I'm gonna try and put my OCs into different cartoons, like try some different styles, because it's gonna be the art challenge for June in the past has been called June Toon, where you draw like Bugs Bunny and things like that. So it would be really fun to try and do like a old Merry Melodies art style. Really quick, it's back. But yeah, that'll be really fun. Like I'll try and do And if maybe I can even like ask other people if I could use that. Like maybe I'll do some fan art actually in different art styles too. I like draw different VTubers in different that I admire. Maybe that'll be one of the weeks. Maybe I'll do OCs, and one week I'll do one that's just all like VTubers that inspire me. And then another week and maybe like for one of them, and then the other one maybe I'll do like VTubers that I follow and follow me back, so I can share them. Hi. Putting that would be kind of funny. Put Richard in a Popeye cartoon. Do 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 do. Maybe what would June look fun putting her in? Maybe like a either like Teen Titans Go kind of art style, maybe, or I don't know. I'm trying to think of something. Or maybe like Disney princess might be kind of fun too. Just because I am always I was griping about that last time, so it'd be kind of fun to see her in like the old school version of that style, like kind of like make her look like a Cinderella kind of, or a Sleeping Beauty kind of thing, like that style. Like, yeah, this is a nightmare. I'm messing this up so much. It's worth a try though. It's good to see where you need to improve. I'm trying to rush. It's the problem, and you can't rush this. Yeah, it's just an area I need to work on in another time. See, something more like this is a nice, easier design. But I'm thinking about giving this to my giantess, giving her like a kind of like a dress with bustier built right into it, and then she's got kind of like just like this like frilly like edges to that, and I do like this is one thing I didn't do that I probably would add on just because it looks really nice is I like that. Where she's got kind of like these like longer sleeves she wears when she's not fighting, and then they can like detach maybe, and then yeah, it's like a spear trident kind of thing going on where she can use it like an axe almost because of these edges on it. I know I'm doing things backwards, but I started this kind of like doing a play with her hair though, because I kind of want to make her. I've been wanting to try one of these oval hairstyles, and she would be a fun person to try it out on. Something like that, kind of. So, yeah. I can play with like the proportions and everything, and I mean, she's not a human, so you can do whatever you want. That's why I love all these fantasy races, because there's no rules. Like, that's not possible with a human. That's good, because she's not human. Yeah, something like that. So we'll keep that one hidden just so I can. Let's do one more. Ooh, a different body type. Let's try this. Well, there's a couple here. I'll do this one because I said I wanted to try a different body type, and this is someone who's more of a pear shape character. So I do need to make some more of these, just because there is going to be a character shape like this for that June runs into. She runs a store that June goes into. So maybe like a kind of curved. Oh, playing around with. Yeah. Something like that. Kind of like a shape like that, maybe. Play around with it, but. Oh, here's another version of that. Yeah, just like a. Yeah, okay, well, let's get to work on finishing this up before I get pulled too far into doing all these different character drawings, because these are fun, but and I will go back to them after this one, because I do want to do some more, but yeah, let's kind of bounce back and forth. I need some water. I'll be right back. hydrate. Yum, 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 yum. Okay. Okie dokie, let's go. But yeah, it would be really fun to do like retro, and like or like even like alternate versions of my OCs that I've drawn over the year and last year as like classic versions of them. And maybe we can do some. I can do some prep for art fight, but I'm not really gonna be participating too much in that. I'm gonna be doing. I'll do like one or two, I think. If I can do four, cool. But I got other projects, so I got bigger fish to fry. So, would love to make more, network with some more artists because I've already met some really nice people through art fight, but I'm not gonna do it at the cost of the project. So. We're still in early development stage, but still, I'm part of that, so I'm not going to hold everyone back just to make a few new followers. Oh, that would be a cool one to reference. Pirates of Dark Water. It'd be cool to like if I could try and draw like one of my characters in that style. Who would I want to do that with? Honestly, that would probably be. I don't know. Maybe Cole, just because he doesn't. You wouldn't expect that choice. Because like Richard would probably be a better choice because a lot of the heroes are really big and strong. But maybe Clay, honestly, would be a good choice for that if I did that one because he's athletic but not huge like Richard. I think like a Bruce Timm art style would be really fun for Richard, actually. Like he would be the best choice for that. maybe I'll try a couple different art styles for each of them since I only have a few. I only have so many. It would be kind of fun to like do like a All Might version of Richard. Because I have had him cosplay as anime characters in the past. I had him in a costume as Guts, which, considering his past, pretty appropriate. Not quite as dark as Guts, but tragic nonetheless. I don't know, I'll think of some other ones too. I'll have to come up with like, you know what, it would be fun actually is I should do the wheel. Like every day I should try and do like a couple different like styles and just to make it even more challenging, just like make them on a wheel so that I can't just like pull up reference on the spot. I mean, I can't have pre-prepared reference for it. It'll be just like it'll have to be like right there and then kind of. Yeah, that'd be cool. Plus, I might maybe I'll do some. Well, we'll see. I'm not gonna get out of myself. I was like, this trying to make like certain plans, and I'm like, I don't know what's happening, so I'm not gonna make plans without being 100% sure I can pull off what I promise. So, for the moment, let's just say it's gonna be just what I said, because that seems like the most possible scenario so far. Is just make it so that it's make it so it's just the challenge and some comic drawing possibly. This has been fun though. I don't usually. This is why on it more than anything, it's kind of. I mean, on top of the fact that I just like to be original, it makes it more fun to just space these out anyway. Because then when I do them, they. It's just more fun when there's just a reason for it instead of just like, hey, I bet this is going to get more hits on blah streaming service. It's like, who cares? I'd rather be concerned with just like, will this be fun for you? But in a more like, this is like a relevant challenge to what's happening instead of just like randomly out of the blue. Heman. What? What? What did I do? Oh, I'm probably using the wrong kind of brush. That's why. Let's look for a crazy brush. Do some fun stuff. What's this one? Nothing of use to me right now. Why is it? Oh, I see. Why are they all red? Why are these all the underlying color? Yeah, weird. Right. Oops. I'll have to add back in the rain. That already looks like it has a little more depth. It's like... I gotta remember that the lightning's kind of... Oops. Still illuminating some of this. Bum, ba, dum, bum, bum. Not that. Not that. Like any rough brushes are good right now for doing this castle. Maybe... Yeah, like hint that there's some power coming from it to him. I like it. I just gotta clean it. Now I just gotta refine it a little bit more, and then I think we're good. I'm trying to think what I should do with the blade to make it stand out a little bit more, because it's kind of still. Perhaps add another shade to it. Yeah, maybe make it like a darker gold. Wait a second. I'll grab some reference I could grab. Over here on yeah, this is good. Okay. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're fine. It's only been 50 minutes, so not even an hour yet. Okay. Oops. No, that's for rain. Oh, that's trees. That's a tree brush. Oops. I thought that was rain, but it's just grass. Weird, it looked like rain. Dun 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 dun. Definitely want to add more because he doesn't. It's hard to read his belt. I need to get that fixed too. So, got a couple areas to clean up here. Okay. Where's bum ba dum bum ba dum bum. What's this? Hard to really see what I'm doing here. Trying to get like a Guess this is kind of breaking my rule of the duotone, but whatever. It was a fun start, but it's more fun to have it just look like what it's supposed to look like too. Well, that should be actually, you know what? We can kind of stick with the duotone because I can change this to look more gray, except where it's glowing. Yeah. But it's not fire. I don't want it to be orange. Maybe a mixture of maybe some white in here too, at the center. To make yeah. And this way, we stick to the, well, not duotone anymore, but, you know. It's at least closer to what it was supposed to be. Maybe like another layer of, put the blue on the sword too, on top of that. Yeah, something like that. Pretty cool. Cool. I like it. It's coming along really good. I think, I wish I could find a brush for the water. But yeah, this work? No, that doesn't work. Right? Maybe if it's bigger, maybe it could. No. It's interesting, but it's not quite right. It's a good start, but it's not quite what I want. Oops. Well, that's going along nice. Let's just finish this one up and we can get... finalize the next one. Oops, that's a blend. Yeah. Good for stuff like this, but not so good for what I wanted to do. Oops. That did not look how I wanted it to. Yeah, like that. It's better. Nice grainy texture for the rock. Oops. Yeah. I like it. Sorry, I gotta look up from farther away just to see. This is what I do. Sometimes it's good to get a full view of everything to see if it looks okay. That looks so much better. Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything. I don't know if I'd really add much. Maybe just like some more lines here and there, but I'm really happy with this actually. Just a few lines here and there to possibly sharpen some edges, but I'm happy. Yeah. Might soften that because I kind of like how it looks on the other part when it's not so. Oops. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. I'm just gonna keep adding more soft glowing spots and clean up this rough areas here. Blend these in. I like it. Yeah, he looks so cool. Yeah. Very Conan the Barbarian version of He-Man. Like we were saying yesterday, or on Wednesday, yeah. Oops. Okay. Cool. Okay. How are we doing on time? Okay, not bad. Let's take a break from him just so I can just get a sec to not. I need some more water. Yeah, I'm out of water. Need more water. Just have to release and I'm liking this. I mean, it obviously still has some things that need to be fixed and like 4 details put in on the background maybe. Still kinda. I'm so tempted to try this, and if it doesn't work, you know what? It doesn't work, but I'll do this on another layer. Just let's see. How should I do this? Maybe like a fog going further, but like oh, that's wrong. Nope. Do 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 do. It'd be nice to get more of the rain back in, kind of. But that's not gonna. Like around the sorted, the water should be really illuminated more, like it's reflecting some of the light as it's zipping by. Oops. Oops. I guess I shouldn't worry too much. Like I can change the opacity of this. It's too strong. Do, 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 do. Okay. And then we just take this layer, lower the opacity a little like that, and that looks better. Yeah. But there's one more thing I want to try on top of that, which is what I was really going to do, but I want to put this here. And then maybe try this. Whoops. Actually, it has to be black. It can't be gray. Or at least a much darker, like more like that. Yeah. Because then what I'm going to do is just, there's a couple ways I could do this. I should have done this the smart way, which was put a mask over him. Because the other way I could do it, which is the lazy or the incorrect way, is like this. Oops. Oops. Let's not do it that much. Or maybe actually let's do it more. Like that. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Oops. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, that has better range now, I think, because it's got like a middle tone, it's got some highlights, and I can always take away more and kind of like to give a few more hard edges, but here and there, but I think yeah, the glowing eyes are too much, I think. Or at least the way they were glowing is too much. Because he's... Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think it's better without the glowing eyes, or at least not the glowing the way they were glowing before. It's supposed to be like not anime. It's supposed to be fantasy, and he's not the bad guy. He's the good guy, so he shouldn't have glowing eyes. Looks like the villain. The castle is glowing because that's where he's getting his power from. If I really wanted to go crazy, which you could try, but I'm not gonna like this. I bet we'll give it a shot. I'm probably not gonna do this, but There's one final thing I want to try. And then I'll just get to work on the next thing, which is, let's get different blue. So I was thinking, putting like a radiating kind of light coming off of the inside of here, like so, but not like that. More like a kind of like, but that doesn't look right. Even if I try to do like a kind of like that, and then just erase him, and then just limit him out of it, it still would look weird. So I'm trying to do like a quick version of it right now, where he's. This is not how you should do this. Yeah, I don't like it. Because you know what I'm trying to do? Actually, a better way to try it, though. I can try one more thing. I keep saying that. But I got time. Where'd it go? Here it is. We'll do a... No. Yeah, that's what I want, but where's my other one? I got that. Because this is like that. And that's not what I want. How do I... Oh, that's how I do it. Wait, it's supposed to be both. Oh, I see. Okay. I'm like, wait, why is it? Yeah. That's what I was trying to go for, kind of. Is a like... No. I mean, that's pretty cool too, but that's a little bit too bright. Like maybe if I lower the nah. I like this better, honestly. Like maybe just some like oops, I don't like that one. I hate that one. Trying to just get a good brush for doing a long. You know what? I have just might go with the simple idea of yeah. Okay. I think that's pretty good. Honestly, I think it's really good. I think if I do anything else, I would it might take too much away from it actually. So, yeah. So save. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Thank you. Now we'll clean him up because he needs some more tone to him. He's kind of I think he's kind of mid-toned right now, and I need to add more dimension to him. So I'll work on this guy, then we'll get to work on the comic characters. That looks better already. It's a little bit cleaner now. This really adds a lot to it, I think. Cool. I like that. Cool. Nah. Let's add in some more darks here. Cool. Okay. I like it. Cool. I mean, it's much simpler, but that's because, like, let's see. I'll clean up some more of this and just kind of, like, call in finished after that. Actually, that's wrong. That shouldn't be part of the 6-packs. The 6-packs are down here. There. And they wouldn't go up that high. It's a very light amount on that shoulder. Yeah, like that. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Got that. I like it. I know this is a little more simple, but I don't think that's a problem, really. It's more of like... I think it's fine. Yeah. Okay. Let's do a little bit of work on some of our character designs. Or, come on. So yeah, there's him. Skeletor. I think it's really good. I think maybe I'll add another layer on top of this, but just like with the He-Man, I'm going to just give a little bit of maybe I'll just do like the final touches tomorrow, and that way I have some time to just step away and enjoy it for what it is. Or maybe I'm just done, honestly, because it's really good. I'm really liking it. It's a nice, simple design. The anatomy may not be perfect, but it does what it needs to do. So I think it's really good. And yeah, I think I'm gonna just maybe add some highlights later, and then just post both of these. So let's just open a new document. No, I didn't say. What you doing? Okay. And let's do some more character designs. I think I did have one for, I could actually open it if I can find it. Because she's an older design that I worked on. Is it in here or is it maybe somewhere else? Let's just take a second to try and find it. But if I can't, then I'm just gonna look for it later and just. It's looking like I'm not gonna find it unless it's in here. It's not in here. Nope. Nope. Not near either. I forgot about some of these because I forgot that there's some of these I'll have to redraw for our art fight, just for fun. Just to see if I can even improve upon them, because some of them are not bad ideas. They're just kind of not the best execution. So, well, it was worth a shot to try and find it. You know what? I'll just do a little bit of a character design, like working on yeah, but just work on her character, on this innkeeper, or not, this shopkeeper. So yeah, okay, well, it was worth a shot. I don't even remember what she looked like, so we'll just play around with some different ideas, and then I'll probably call it after that. Oops. Okay. Yeah, let's start off with some rough ideas of what she's gonna look like, where she's kind of bigger build kind of character, maybe. Right. Kind of want to give her hair like there's a character in Big O who's got this really like floofy, kind of puffed up hair. It'd be kind of fun to give this character that kind of look too, on top of just like their pear shape with really long, like curly hair. Not sure what she's going to be. Maybe she's wearing like a... So we can play around with this. Kind of make her... Then just kind of play around with like giving it a little bit harder edges so I can... She looks terrible. Okay. It's okay. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Hmm. Yeah, I don't like that. Never mind. I don't like the overcoat on her. She could have like a vest, maybe. Okay. So we're got some other sheeps and different dresses. Maybe just more like nah. The other thought was like an old, more elderly version, because I want a more like seasoned witch or sorceress to be like the one that she meets at this store. Let's see some other costume, other outfits that I can use. Something like this for the girl. I did have another girl I wanted her to meet, to run into possibly. Like maybe to show that the villain's not the only person of this species of elf, but that not all of them are like him. Because she's like third generation, been in this city, trapped in this city, so she doesn't have any of her ancestors' issues. This is very rough, obviously, but I kind of just want like another person who's really into like music and like but coming from it from a different point of view. Like she's kind of used it to find happiness in a very unhappy place. Which is what could have happened to maybe she could be like what would happen if June hadn't been given the privilege of growing up in this, or given the chance, or privilege is a weird word to say in this story because she also was kind of like secluded from a normal life, so I shouldn't say privileged. But for Unseelie, they were all destined to either be like exiled or put on imprisoned forever. So the more humane version was to put them in these pocket dimensions with some aspect of our world in them, so that they could still feel like they're here, but they're not. It's like they're almost like they're on the more scientific way is that they're on a different wavelength, but they are here. They're not in the Fey realm. But they can't cause any mischief or harm to anyone in the real world. So. Just gonna play around with a bunch of different musical kind of outfits for her. Like, I don't know, maybe bell bottoms. I'm wondering how far back I should go. Because being from the Fey realm, like anything from our world would be new to them. So, like, another look for her could be like. Maybe Jinkos. That would be funny. I'm just gonna put this here for fun, because why not? She is skinnier than I do. Want to make sure that she's very slim, because they are a very lanky kind of species of elf. So. What kind of hair would be? I'm trying to think of what would be cool for her. Because with him, I gave him more like an anime kind of hair, where it's just like spiky in every direction. But that's more because he's gone mad and he's nearly pulled his hair out several times, and so it's always a like ragged mess. Because it just regenerates, and he just kind of make hers kind of more like a similar but kind of more clean. Maybe she's got like really long hair that just like shoots out, kind of like that. Would be kind of cool too. So they're almost like vampiric kind of look to them because they're of how like stretched and they are. But she's gonna look more elegant, or not elegant, but just more. What's the word? I guess just pretty, like in like not scary. She's gonna look questionable, like someone might not be. Kind of like those vampire girls in Scooby Doo, where like they look scary, but they're actually really nice. Where like she's like maybe there's some trust between issues between the two of them at first, but on both sides it makes sense because from her side she just runs into this person that's like pure human but doesn't have any marks on them, like they've been like exiled there for crimes, and but they have a weird necklace that is cloaking them, making them seem like they're one of them, and she notices it and it's like, what's your deal? But then maybe June helps her out and she realizes that June's not interested in giving her any trouble. And she decides to help June and find information about her mother. Kind of wanted to start with her because I kind of and then I'm conflicted though. I do want to. She might come in later actually, because I do have the other guy still to put in, and it's between the two of them. I'm trying to decide where in the story they are, because things progress maybe they're in the same city even, because this has got to progress pretty quick, I guess. We'll see. I'm gonna do I'm definitely gonna try and get my pacing figured out soon too, so I can just get these characters get more time to just work on the story. It's kind of a bit of a hodgepodge right now, and I need to kind of iron it out and figure out where everything is. But you know what? No, you know what? I'll do a little bit more. I don't want to limp out. Getting back to the shopkeeper, kind of playing around with some different ideas for her too. go a different kind of route than I was going before. Or if she's more like very extremely tall kind of elf. So I got a couple different body types. Got more like let's go back to this and play around with some more of these kind of pear-shaped kind of bodies. What else can we put on her? Wish I don't think it really matters because I don't think it was very good, if I remember. Honestly, something simple like this could work too. But this is probably a pretty good place to call it because it's. I mean, I've got these two. Like this came out really good. I'm really happy with this. I might clean up some of the uneven brush strokes, but I really like him. He's really looks cool, and I think keeping him loose kind of adds to the power of it. So I'm not going to tighten him. I'm just going to make sure that like there's no like random brush strokes where they shouldn't be. But other than that, it's been really fun, and I hope everyone had a fun time watching, because I really enjoyed all this, including the character design stuff was fun too. I'm gonna play around with some more character concepts for this upcoming part where they're in the city. Honestly, there's gonna be a bunch of people who I'm just gonna make as one shots, and they're gonna just be in the background, so they're not gonna matter. They're just gonna be like random people at the moment. It would be fun to I'll ask if I can do something like that, but it's kind of early though. It might still be kind of fun to like see if D wants me to put one of his characters in as a nod to one of them or something like that. But well, yeah, I'll look into it. But I'm still a ways from I'm still a few days from We're like a week or two from worrying about that because we still got some more pages before even the city. So I'll be working on the comic a little bit more tonight, I think, and like I said, for first cleaning this up and then working on that, along with the continuing to do work on the character models. I had a lot of fun tonight working on all that, and I just really want to thank everyone who drops by. And if you could, it really helps the algorithm and me if you leave a comment and like, subscribe, hit the bell, because if you hit the bell, then you can find whenever I'm on. It'll instantly ding your phone or your computer and leave a message saying that I'm on. So yeah, I'll see you all next Wednesday for another stream, and thanks again, and have a wonderful weekend.